So today we'll be taking a look at a scenario where civilization starts over. Now this concept has been done pretty much all over the mapping genre of content, and now I'm doing my own version of it, and it's gonna be great. So make sure to uh, like this video, subscribe, because it's about to get crazy. And now in real life, civilization started in the Middle East, in Arabia, with the Mesopotamian civilization, but now we are gonna change the location and instead change it to where the original human race began, in Ethiopia. So we see the first group of people popping up right here, about in this middle part of Ethiopia, which is pretty mountainous, but it isn't that bad of a place to live. And in this little pocket of explored land by humans, we will have the first city-state being formed. Now, example of city-states in real life, modern day, will be Vatican, San Marino, etc. But basically, not a microstate, a city-state. It's um, a country that consists of only one city, an independent city, and now we are gonna see the first one being formed right here in Ethiopia, which will be like this. Things are going good for this state. They are starting to gain population. They are starting to kind of build up the first economy of this time, and they will continue to explore here down south. But the people are a little unhappy with something, and that's the fact that they are going south and not north. People would like to go north, but they don't. So this will lead to some of the people of the red team simply just abandoning them, ditching them, and going by themselves. They will go up north, a group right here and a group right here, which is scary close to the sea, and in fact they make it to the sea. And after they made it to the sea, now things are going very well for them. They establish very well in this part, and they are starting to settle this area. As for these people, they are exploring this more and more without their original government even being aware of what's happening, and this will lead to the birth of the second and third states. So we first see this huge city-state forming, which is the blue team, and now going over to the sea, we see what's essentially Djibouti being formed right here on the Indian Ocean coast. And now these three countries are starting to prosper. The wealthiest right now is the yellow country, then it's the blue one and the red one, which now will start to send some explorers out to check out what happened to their population, because their population has been decreasing, and they found out that their population has left and formed these two new countries, which are even stronger and more wealthier than they are. So they will be jealous, and they will decide that it's now time to expand. And now we kind of see the first actual country being formed, and they start to expand. In fact, this is all the land that they claim, a huge piece of land, even taking a little more here. And now the countries surrendering them, the countries surrounding them are a little worried, as they should be. But before we get into the answer that they have for the red team, we will see more exploration, very successful exploration. Now they are starting to leave the Ethiopian highlands, which again, pretty bad area to stay in, but not the worst. But now as they get Up here it's now going a lot better, and they are starting to explore this area up here in the north. Also with more southern expansion, exactly what the red team did that these people didn't like, but you know, governments don't always keep their word, and their exploration goes around to here. Also even more here on the west, they start to expand through here with their exploration. But now the blue team, seeing the red team expansion, they feel threatened and they decide to expand, moving right to their border because they are not scared. And we kind of see the first tensions between countries rising up. And you know, they will set an official claim. They will be claiming all this land, and now the red team is ready to fight, but before that happens we will get to the nice yellow team, a super prosperous nation, and let's see what they will be claiming. They will go around like this and take all the explored lands. They have kind of a wish to explore the world in a way, and they took all this nice land, and now they are going to explore even more. You know, they are pretty good explorers. Fair enough, coming that they came from the red team, which, you know, they were like red team explorers, so yeah. And they will explore all this, and now they will continue south, going here, and now they are starting to meet more and more of the ocean. But now a bit of a storyline dilemma. Some red team explorers that saw what the yellow team did and their expansion and exploration, they will now go through here, and along the way they get lost. I don't know how they got lost, but they got lost, and now they no longer know where they are. They get lost around here on the coast, where they decide to settle. They will be taking all this land that they have explored, and from here they will continue their exploration because that's what they were doing, and they kind of got disturbed by them being lost. So they'll move through here, and they have a similar mindset to the red team of being expansionist, powerful. They wanna kind of continue the lineage of the red team and do what they were doing. They wanna be great like them, but no, now they wish to be a new country, a new strong country, and they have the wish of potentially going back to their nation in the near future. But for now that will not be happening because they'll take all this land. But after the purple team got all this land, they'll now expand through here. They will explore a lot of this land, and eventually both of these pockets, this pocket will get explored by the purple team and this one by the yellow team, which are now super friendly with each other, which is nice to see. It's nice seeing countries collaborate. We will now see the purple team do some last explorations in here as they hope to kind of expand their country and power into here, and they kind of explore up to here and north to here, kind of completing some of the red team explorations. We will see some more exploration by the red team and blue teams happen throughout here to this part, and they explore up to here, and that's about how they and how far they can go up to now. Going over to the yellow team, we will see them set up a huge claim out in here through the new explored lands, and they meet up with their Somali coast in here, taking everything they have explored, and they'll take this and this. The purple team won't miss out on this expansion as they take a lot of land, and they take all this land and meet up with the yellow team. And now they are huge and they look awfully similar to real life Somalia. Interesting. Maybe some things might overlap with them or not. But yeah, going over to the red team, they will have a huge money influx, which will help them take a lot of land, and they take this and this. Basically, it's a huge claim, but they've been building up their economy up until now, and that's what they have right now. And they'll be the first country to get a capital, an official starting point. So now, as you can see, the red team has a capital right here where they started, and I can switch this on and off so you can see it whenever it is the need to see it, but for now it isn't. So we will now go to the blue team, which has a similar aspect as the red team. They've been building up their economy a lot, and now they will be putting it to use. By taking over a lot of this land, they will go up to the explored parts and up into here. Actually, they will manage to take this entire part, which is huge for the blue team, but now there's not a lot of land left that they haven't explored, so they will go right in and do just that with a huge exploration group. Now also the red team has found the purple team. It's kind of salty about that, but you know, they have bigger issues to focus on. The blue team is being a pretty big distraction for them. They will go up to here, take a lot of this land, this very rich land. They'll move up to here. The blue team will move up to here. Don't think the red team will go this way. And they explore up to this part, where they will take this land, not take it but explore it. Same with this, they will make some explorations through here and end up taking this part. And now we are kind of starting to see kind of like a medieval age of exploration, and it's pretty cool because these countries are having a lot of success in exploration. They'll also move right here and meet up with these lakes, with Lake Tanganyika and stuff. And this is a pretty nice water supply for them. Now they no longer need to rely on the sea. Now they can go right to this lake. For now, the yellow team and the purple team don't really have where to explore or where to colonize. The purple team has where to, but they'll be cut off by the red team, which will go right through here and try to overlay over the blue team, but that wouldn't really work. Speaking of which, now they will be the ones to make the next move, moving up north. And now the tensions are starting to kind of slow down because they expended so much. There's not really any need for these tensions anymore. But you know, they will still be there because of the historic rivalry. But now we are gonna see the yellow team do something pretty interesting, and they will go over and explore Arabia, ignore their problems with the sea. I don't know why that's happening, but they explore here in Arabia. Also this small part, and then they explore all this. The yellow team will try to go in Arabia and try to colonize this land, but they will be very unlucky because now the red team shifted its focus from the blue team to the yellow team. Now, as you can see, out of these 4 countries, 3 of them have access to the sea, the red team does not. And the yellow team is super unlucky because they are the weakest out of these countries, both militarily and not economically, but the red team is slightly better due to their oldness, due to their age. So I mean, they are getting invaded. And let me tell you something about these early ages. Countries really didn't have militaries. This is kind of the first attempt at military, and it's going good. The yellow team will try to make some pushbacks, and they will, a few of them will succeed, but overall not many. They will push over to their border, but here they are stopped because now the red team forces are arriving and they will get clapped. They lose all this land. They take land up around here, and now we are gonna see something very unfortunate with this land breaking away. And now the red team will move over to these parts of the yellow team until they will surrender and the red team won. So now let's see what they take and what happens to the yellow team. So this is how the yellow team is going to be carved up. The red team will take this piece of land with now them having access to the sea. As for the yellow team, they have kind of been clapped, they have got reduced to this. And also the yellow team will be very unlucky with this Lime country getting its independence plus this land, because they are cut off from the yellow team. They can no longer supply each other, they can no longer keep contact with each other. So yeah, both of these countries are now separated and they are both very weak. But the red team is still hungry for expansion, and they will go after their main op, the blue team. The red team will start to move right here alongside the border of the yellow team, moving slowly but surely and taking all this land. And the blue team thought they were chill with the red team, but really they weren't. Now the blue team is way stronger than the yellow team was, and they actually have a military, so they will manage to push back, especially in this area, being super successful. But at long last the red team is stronger, so they will manage to push back and take all this land, kind of starting to encircle the yellow team until the blue team just decides to surrender. So now let's see what the red team takes from the blue team. So as we can see, the red team will take all this land and the rest will go over back to the blue team, so they didn't lose as much or as bad as the yellow team, but still, it still was a loss nonetheless, and it was not fun. So now the blue team will kind of resort to exploring, and they will go up north in here and take up around here, taking all this land and exploring it. Now they will start to colonize a little bit of this. They only take this because they really can't afford because of the war, but you know, it is what it is, and it is nice for them. And now to the final expansion of the video. It will be made by, guess who, Mr. Red Team himself. but the blue team will still move a little around here, taking this land. As for the red team, they will go down south, meet with this lake and this lake. In fact, they meet with the explored lands and go around all this land, with now the purple team taking the rest, as they are basically becoming the Chile of these ancient countries. We see the new lime country taking this island, and now for the final event of the video we will have the yellow team explore here into Arabia, because you know they lost the war to the red team and they really don't have anything to do. They will explore all this land and they are looking forward towards colonizing it, but for now they won't. And I think this is where we end today's video. I hope you like it, and I really hope that we can go further with this series and make multiple episodes. This was episode 1, and let me tell you, episodes 2, 3, 4 will be great. So I hope you like this one, and in case you did, press the subscribe button, the like button, and I hope to see you in the next video. So goodbye.